But listen, so like I said, some new music, man. Joyner Lucas came out earlier today. He dropped this song called Broski, which is the next single, hopefully off of a new album that he's working on right now. And I hit you guys up immediately in the chat, and I told you guys, yo, listen, check this out. You know what I'm saying? Because I think this is definitely worth talking about, especially because a couple of episodes ago we had spoke about storytelling ability and some of the dopest storytellers of all time. And I can't remember whether or not if I did mention Joyner Lucas, but I know I did mention him later on when we went in the group and we started talking about it amongst the members. So this right here just solidifies everything that I was saying before, especially in the group, that Joyner Lucas has one of the best storyteller pens out in the game right now. If not, he's probably has one of the best of all time too. I'm going to go as far as say that much, because if you look back and think about some of his earlier projects, you know, Along Came Joyner, which came out, if I'm not mistaken, in 2017. All right, and that's when I first was introduced to him with Ross Capioni song, you know, and then from that point on, he just kept on amazing me with more and more songs that he came out with his storytelling ability, you know, especially being able to tell two sides of a story. You know, when he had the I Am Not a Racist song, you know, he had that Frozen song, you know, when he was talking about car accidents and stuff like that, and people, you know, kids losing their lives over drunk drivers and stuff like that, you know. So there's just so many different points for me for Kendrick, I mean, for Joyner Lucas, where I feel like, you know, he just kind of solidifies himself and that storytelling ability, you know. So do you guys agree with me first of all, or how do you feel about that?
Okay, so I did a quick double check on the year. It was 2015. You were close.
2015. Oh, see, okay.
So I didn't even think it was 20, I thought it was 2017 as well. So that's why I had to do the double check. But think about storytelling. Yeah, you definitely right on the story. I didn't even ever think about it until just now. He's probably 15, maybe pushing 10, depending on how this project looks. Storytelling. Like, to me, he probably is one of the best in this generation at it. But when you want to put him against prior years, it's somewhere between that 10 to 15 range for Joyner in my mind. Okay. But that's because I don't revisit his music a lot. So that's why I can say, yes, he's a good storyteller, but it's a story that I'm going to keep on going back to, which is the enticing part of storytelling, which is why he's not like a top 10. Like, there's many Biggie songs where he's storytelling, and I know I will always go back no matter what. But there's certain Joyners where I'm like, okay, yeah, that's going to be like a certain spot and something like that.
Dan, Jay?
Yeah,
no, I mean, I'm gonna have to agree with Aphrodisiac because I don't go back and listen to Joyner often either. Like, I'll listen to it once, maybe twice, but it's not like a song on my playlist that I go listen to a lot. But no, he's definitely one of the best storytellers of this generation. But like all time, definitely like 10 to 15.
Okay, I can accept that. It's your opinion.
Yo, but I'm not trying to like fall into recency bias either. Like, just so.
I'm not mad at the opinion. I wouldn't put him there for this.
You wouldn't put it where?
I wouldn't put him like top 10, top 15. But I can see the argument for that. Why not personal? Because to me, basically, most of rap is storytelling. So there's just too many people who tell stories who I like way more. They're gonna easily put him outside top 20 for me. But no, the song was good though. It's like the regular Joyner stuff. It's what you expect. So I guess that's why like it didn't hit me that hard, but it's a good song and everything else. You know, but just like okay, try to do it again.
Yeah, and that's kind of I kind of see where you're coming from with that one. But unlike you guys, you know, I do often go back and listen to a lot of Joyner's old music, you know, especially because I didn't even know that this song was coming out this week. You know, I had no idea about it, and I actually was listening to his Along Came Joyner album, and the number with the one with the phone number on it. I don't know the whole fucking number out. You know, I don't even memorize my girl's phone number, so I don't know numbers. Anyway, I'm just saying, nigga, Siri, call somebody. Wait, let me not say that too loud for this bitch pick up. Yo, fellas, so for everybody out there, YouTubers, we just had listened to Joyner Lucas Broski. Make sure you go ahead and check us out on Spotify and Apple for the full audio version of the podcast. And now, without further ado, gentlemen, I just want to get some thoughts on that song right there. The truth in that song right there is what really, really hit me hard. Like, I'm sitting back and I'm listening to the song for the first time earlier today because I'm in a group chat with my kid's mother and my kids and their aunt and everything, right? And my kid's mom, she sent the song to the chat. She's like, yo, Joyner never miss. So automatically, I didn't even know that he had dropped anything, like I said, because I was just busy at work today, you know, just doing what I had to do. But when I noticed that he did drop something, I'm like, wait, hold on, let me go check this shit out because she knows I fuck with Joyner hard. So as I'm checking out the song and everything, I'm just like, yo, you get the stank face sometime when you hear some music like that. And then just like I said, with the truth that he was just saying in that song, all together, it was just something that was like, yo, this is some real shit, and this is what Joyner does so great. This is his ability to be able to tell stories. So, gentlemen, I'll let you take it away. What did you feel about the song?
Something that I always stay away from Joyner whenever he does drop a single is his visuals, or like how he will play certain camera angles or effects to match with what he's trying to say, so that even if you don't get it word wise, you'll get it visually enough to where it's like, okay, this is the tone he's trying to set, from going from like the happier color when on the happier part Broski to that all of a sudden switch up colder matter tone where was it no it was cold behind the bro, while with Joyner it looked the more warmest side, if I saw the lining right for that real quick. But it was like the more he talked and the more angry he got, the colder it got and felt, which is like the play on, like, even though you see your friend, elevating, doing good, you still feel some kind of shit depending on, whatever happened in life, to where you're not either rising at the same speed as your friend, or you're not, neck and neck with. So you'll see that, in life in general, from just seeing, let me think, I just had my 10-year graduation from high school last year.
Okay.
And within the 10 years of seeing how everyone has grown, either apart or either together, depending on how it is, that song just in that right little moment where it's like, dang, we're at that crossroad where like either people are starting to get married now, starting to get their own little families going. So then it's like, okay, people are trying to find their, pack, tribe, whatever that's going to rock for that next couple years on. But if not, everyone's elevating, then it's turning into that moment where it's like, I'm mad as shit, I'm going to vent this to you, but if we're really going to be tight, then we could still work through it, because I'm being straightforward with you about it. But it depends on the people, talking it out.
I actually really agree with that too. I think he encapsulates just like a certain emotion or time, like when maybe like you actually make it up and you have someone who's been there, and that shows that side. So yeah, I see the same thing with the video too. Yeah, I mean, usually it does have good visuals, so that's a good point too. But
yeah, no, his videos never miss. Like, especially when he dropped like singles and like he wants a message. He's trying to say a message in the song. His visuals is gonna be on point.
And I definitely will agree with all three of you gentlemen with that point right there about the visuals. I think that Joyner
that shit was real. My fault to cut you off. That
no,
shit
go
was
ahead,
real.
bro. Go ahead.
That shit was a real song. That should just go to show like the people who cheer in your face but plotting on you behind your back. Like that shit crazy. And who is that? Rotimi?
Rotimi, yep. Rotimi,
yeah.
I
Yo,
think Rotimi fucking killed the video.
He did real good in that shit, yo.
Like from Rotimi's body language to his facial expressions and everything, he really conveyed the message over to me properly, to the point where I really I felt it, because like Aphrodisiac was saying, it went from light, and then you could start seeing it turn dark, and even with the visuals, with the lights flickering, and him, you could just see the intentions that he was getting ready to get at, like, hey, yo, but listen, like, what's up, my nigga, I need this, I need that, but you got it, so let me get a couple of 100 stacks, you heard, like, and to me, and it goes just like what you guys were saying, about when it comes to friendship, and how some people do view you sometimes like as competition, or at least be like, yo, well, where you at now? And I'm better than you, and I'm this and I'm that. For me, I always feel like I'm like, because all right, we have a podcast, so obviously we are in competition with everybody else out there who has a podcast as well. But I think more or less my competition comes sometimes just from me wanting to propel and be a better potter, So that's why I always challenge myself to try to get better each and every week, as we do this, and not only just that, like I want to be mentioned with some of the greats. So yeah, they are my competition. So, and I want to be mentioned with them. Like there's nothing wrong with you wanting to have a seat next to your peers. I don't want to be somebody who's just an afterthought. I want to be able to say, yo, oh yeah, when you talk about Drink Champs, oh yeah, but C.P.E podcast, I fuck with them just like that, or when you talk about $1 million worth of game, just a lot of hip hop platforms that we have out there in the podcast world. So, shout out to all of them, shout out to Joe, shout out to everybody, just continue to get your money, my nigga, and do what you do, you know. But yeah, so for me, like I said, the visuals is always one of the things I look forward to when it comes to Joyner's music, especially when it's a single. And then, like I said, I just feel like his ability to tell stories is just top shelf for me, you know. Maybe you guys top 10, 15, again, not even there yet. But you know, for me, I think he is definitely top 10, you know, and I will really have to go down and listen to some look at my storytelling rappers and everything like that.